Jay, take
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna give the first one and then I'll go fifth. So we'll go like that. All right. So the
Yes, sir.
first, my thing is the pass rush. I just think the offensive line on the Chiefs is not equipped to deal with the defensive rush from the Eagles. I think that's gonna be our biggest focal point. I think that they're gonna make Patrick Mahomes run. They're gonna make him get off his spot. They're gonna force him into some bad throws. He doesn't like pressure. Patrick Mahomes doesn't he'll run away as long as he don't give him enough space. I just feel like Jalen Carter busting through the line is gonna help us. They've struggled all year at left tackle, multiple starters. They have a guard playing left tackle in Joe Thuney. Their left guard Caliendo is not good, has a high pressure rate. Um, I just see our defensive line, just winning that battle, and it's a tough battle because Mahomes is basically a big part of the Chiefs team overall when you look at them. Just not like the Eagles when you take away one player, and they can get beat other ways. I feel like if we could take away Mahomes from his spot, we could take away the whole game from them.
Nice, nice. I personally I like that, bro. Like that's a real good reason. Um, Scott, what you got?
So I went with Jalen, and the reason why is because first off, he's a quarterback that is willing to do anything to win. We've heard him say it before. He does not care about stats. He knows that we have a good run game. He knows that the run game is effective, and he's willing to put his stats up on the line for that to happen. We've also
Mhm.
seen what he can do when, Sirianni does take that straight jacket off. He can throw for 280 like it's nothing. He's an accurate passer, so he can win with his arm. We've obviously seen what he can do with his legs. He's very versatile. Um, I mean, I'll go as far as to say is I don't even think obviously our O line is beefy. We have the best O line in football, but I think a big thing that people leave out to Saquon's season is Jalen Hurts because Saquon doesn't have five of those 60-yard runs if it's not for Jalen Hurts checking into the audible. And that's a big part of the game to be able to do that. He's a smart quarterback. Obviously, we've seen him in the Super Bowl already. We saw him outperform Mahomes. He's had a turnover in the Super Bowl, so he knows what that feels like. I think he's probably the most locked in Eagle on this team, and we have a team of locked in Eagles, so that says a lot in itself. Um, I mean, we've seen the ability to pick up first downs. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with his arms. He can do pretty much anything that he's asked of. I think he just needs to, obviously, in the past 4 or 5 games, he's been struggling a little bit with getting the ball out. He's not taking a whole lot of sacks, but I think we can all agree that that's been a little iffy. So I think that he needs to be able to get that ball out, whether it's, quick passes or just throw it off to the sideline and just keep executing against the blitz because we know there's going to be a lot of heavy blitz. And if he can keep these numbers up against the blitz like he has all season, I think Jalen Hurts is going to lead us to a Super Bowl victory.
Nice,
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
very well said.
Antoine, reason number three.
Uh, got my little notes right here.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with turnovers. So
All
I
right.
feel like whoever can
There
protect
we
the
go.
ball this game, that's who's going to win the game. It's been 23 incidents to where a team scored 4+ touchdowns and no turnovers and lost the game. It was only 2 teams that did that. The Chiefs handed both teams those losses.
Wow.
Mm.
So
Damn.
the record is 21-3. 21-2. I'm sorry, 21-2 in 23 games. So we can score, but can we win without getting a turnover? That's my question.
Wow.
And so I think during these playoffs, we got 10 takeaways to our 0. The Chiefs have 7 takeaways and 1 turnover. So can we turn the Chiefs over because they're a disciplined team? We're a disciplined team. I'm pretty sure they watch the film and know that we cause fumbles. Like stuff don't happen. Like we practice the way that we play. So those forced fumbles, like those were coached. And I think like the Chiefs, they'll try to protect the ball they'll play smart. So can we win without forcing turnovers? And I think if we do force a turnover or two, we'll win the game as long as we protect the ball.
Good point.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I like that. I'll go with mine. I'm gonna go with the secondary, defensive secondary, and I don't have anything on me right now, but I will go player by player. In that secondary, I'll start off with Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell, rookie. We call him Guantanamo Bay for a reason as a rookie because he earned that name. Nobody wants to be on that side. Every time somebody's over there, he's locking them down. He shut down Terry McLaurin. He shut down Jamar Chase. He shut down Mike Evans. Like, these are elite wide receivers that he shut down. Yeah, they may have gotten a touchdown on him, but he made them work for that touchdown. Second, I got in the safety, we got Reed Blankenship. I would say one of the smartest safeties that we have in the secondary. Just his knowledge and he's a ball hawk at the end of the day. And just his knowledge for the game and how he's teaching everybody that, I think that's what puts him out there. And then we have CJ Gardner-Johnson. Left us in 22, came back, and we see why we missed him. His secret weapon is his talk. Because not only can he trash talk, but he can communicate. His communication on the field is what sets this team apart. That's what you need right now. You need a communicator. So when you got CJ right there, knowing to play because he's been studying with the help of Reed Blankenship, and he's telling him different things to look at, and he's calling the play, that's what's helping out those turnovers. That's what's stopping those big plays. And literally, that's what's helping them get interceptions. So you got CJ right there. Then you got another rookie. You got Coop making the big plays. Everybody's already yelling in the stadium. Coop as a rookie, bro. Like, not too many people are doing that. And he got his own move. So just looking at that, the way that Coop is playing, like, honestly, Coop plays bigger than what he actually is. That's what's crazy about it.
Physical,
like,
real physical.
He's intense when he's playing. He's probably one of our best tacklers on the team. Like,
He's
I know,
not afraid to plug.
I know he's learned a little bit from Adam. I know Adam Thielen and Cooper Kupp kind of schooled him a little bit, but at the end of the day, he learns his lesson. He doesn't make the same mistake twice. And then we got another vet, which is Big Play Slay, who is also coaching up and developing Quinyon, and he's well respected up against any opponent that they go on because they know that no matter how old he is, he's going to keep up with you. Like, it don't matter. He's going to keep up with you. And we've seen him make big plays in the playoffs, even with his injuries and him even coming back in. Like, at the end of the day, I know he's had a lot of scrutiny based off things that he said and comments that he's made, but he has proved that when he's on the field, he gives 100% every time. So That's that secondary. I don't think the Chiefs can stop it. I think the goal is to apply pressure to Patrick Mahomes to where he forces a throw, and that's going to end up being our turnovers, like Antoine was saying. But that's why I got the secondary on this.
Secondary. Remember, we ended up number one pass defense end of the season, so I like that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And fifth
Number
reason.
5. Y'all want a number 5? We always save the best for last.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, this guy wears an S on his chest, and it's not for Superman. His name is Saquon Barkley. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The Chiefs haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher all season. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 18 straight playoff games. All of that ends on Sunday. Of that ends on Sunday. And you know why? Because we're going to save the best for last. As great as the defense is, as great as Jalen is, and this, you know why I love this team? Because this team is a balance of good things. We don't know if it's the defense. We don't know if it's Saquon. We don't know if it's the coaching. We just know that everything works together. And I just feel like this is the end all be all. This is what puts us over the top versus the Chiefs. They don't have a rusher not even close to the caliber of Saquon. They were, running backs are averaging 4.5 rushes yards on zone rushes. What do you think Saquon's going to do with that? He's going to probably average 10 yards per zone rush. So I really feel like he's going to break loose. They haven't seen a 100-yard rusher until the Super Bowl.
Yep, that's facts. And at the end of the day, with those 5 reasons, like, there's no reason why this team will not implode on us on the biggest game, on the biggest stage, with the caliber and pedigree of players that we have. We got these players because they're built for this moment. We got these players here because they wanted this moment. They're ready for this moment. So honestly, fellas, we should look at this as everybody's going to play their best game, and our best game versus their best game. I got the Eagles all day.
All
So
day.
Facts.
For
that's,
sure.
that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, we got a shit ton of comments. Let's see. So yeah, he said Chiefs O-line holds all the time and never gets caught. Yes.
I'm hoping these refs under the biggest microscope.
Hey, let me say something about that real quick.
Yeah.
Just real quick. I don't know if anybody's heard of it or not. I was telling Warren before the show started, but I think a lot of Philly people or just football fans in general are trying to push this, like not boycott essentially, but just make sure that people are aware of the refs and the Chiefs. Because today at Media Day at the Super Bowl, reporter, I don't know where he's from, but he asked Mahomes, who do you like more, Taylor Swift or 15-yard roughing the passer calls? And then somebody else asked Mahomes something that had to do with, he said, obviously we know that you need a lot of help to win this game, so which ref is your best buddy or whatever? Like that right there, bro, that puts a lot of pressure on the NFL to the point where Roger Goodell himself had to get on the panel and say the refs are not favoring the Chiefs.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's good, bro. I mean, because if people see a lot of BS calls in the Super Bowl this year, I think the NFL is gonna have to deal with a lot of shit. So
one of the most least penalized teams since 2021. The least penalized team.
they're actually 90% less penalized than their opponent.
The next person,
that doesn't even make sense, bro. That doesn't even make sense. That's basically saying that the Chiefs are a perfect team. Like,
basically,
everybody makes mistakes, bro.
And this is football. It's hard to get everybody on the same page. There's always going to be there's always going to be a mistake.
Last topic we'll get into just Super Bowl score prediction and who's your Super Bowl MVP.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
you started with who first? Start with Antoine, bro. We had this conversation. You always start with Scotty, right?
Y'all so jealous.
You said ooh, so I was trying to give you a moment to just like
look, me and Antoine switched spots and you still ain't go down this way. I think Antoine's on the other side before. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I see what's going on.
Bro.
I see what's going on.
Your left hand, your favorite hand. Go ahead, Scotty. Go ahead.
This guy.
Score prediction. Honestly, I'm gonna go 34-24 Birds.
Okay.
I think we're gonna win by double digits because unfortunately I think we have to. I think Super Bowl MVP. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give this a whole lot of thought, but I think it's gonna be Jalen. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to it. My 5 ways to win. My pick was Jalen. I think he's been here. If we would have won the last time, he would have been it. I think he knows that he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He knows how much this game means to not just himself, but the organization, the city, the fans, everything. I think Jalen, bro, I'm telling you, I think Jalen's going to ball. I think he's going to ball out. I think he's going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Jay?
All right. I'm going to take the same margin. I'm going to take 38-28. I'm going to take that 38 we had. I'm going to take, they beat us by 38. We're going to put 38 on them. They're going to get 28, probably a late score to try to catch up, but give me the Eagles by 10 in this game, and I'm also going to take Hurts because I feel like he's going to show up like he did the last Super Bowl without the straight jacket and ready to go off.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm Super Bowl MVP is kind of tough now.
Listen,
you want to go Antoine, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, let me get it's similar to their scores and stuff.
Yeah, give me a score. I'm writing it down.
38-27. Birds. And MVP, give it to Jalen.
All right.
Yes, sir.
But Jalen got a hoop.
Jalen got a hoop when we need him to hoop. When they say he ain't hoop, they say we ain't here because of him. So he got a hoop.
He got a hoop.
Yep.
I like that. I'm gonna go with everybody else when it comes to Super Bowl MVP. I'll go Jalen. I'm gonna go 28-23. 20. I'm gonna make it a close game. I do think they're gonna try to throw a deep ball to try to get the touchdown, but it's going to be an interception. I think they're going to end it off right.
Just drop a double nickel though. I feel like they've been playing with the league the whole year too. Like this is what we really could do. We really could drop double nickels if we want. So
Yeah.
This defense plays very well against elite
the
quarterbacks.
Chiefs don't
This
get blown
defense
out
plays
though. The
very
Chiefs
well
don't
with
get
them.
blown out. That's one thing.
That's
They don't get blown
Yeah.
out.
That's why I'm keeping it 10 or 11. Like Antoine said 11. Me and you said 10. Jay.
Yeah.
I think
Hey, it's the first time for everything, bro.
because
No,
We can
this
make
is
this
not
the
a
most
blowout.
embarrassing Super Bowl.
I
We
like
can make this the
Warren.
most
I like
embarrassing
Warren little
Super Bowl.
movie. I like the movie he made 28-23 with the pick at the end.
28-23 is
Yeah.
that sound like a movie, yeah.
That would have my
But
heart racing. But
you know how we
I'll
gonna be
take it.
feeling though if that happens.
Bro, I'm saying
That's
though,
what I'm trying to
man.
say. What y'all trying to do to these folks, man? Like, yo, listen, man, y'all. Oh,
I tell
I
you,
like
bro.
that movie though. I like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
better not be a sad ending.
nah,
Nah.
bro. I think it's gonna be a good ending. Like hey,
Listen,
We
I'll
learned
see
from
y'all
our
next
first
Wednesday.
mistake.
That's all I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
need
fellas, let's get up on out of here. Y'all know what we do.
Double
We
Let's
C.
appreciate
hunt.
y'all.
Let's hunt.
that. Let's go.